The story begins with a woman named Kylie, a talented robotic engineer who just got married. She and her husband Paul move out of the city, looking for a quiet life and a new start. The landlady shows them around their new home, a modern, fully automated smart house. Every door, window, and appliance can be controlled with a smartphone. There are security cameras all around, and even the locks are digital. Kylie and Paul seem happy in their new place. But soon, things start to feel a little strange. On her first day, Kylie goes to her new job at Integrate Robotics, a tech company developing advanced AI systems. As she walks in, a holographic video of the company's CEO appears, welcoming her to the team. Moments later, the real CEO walks in and personally takes her to the prosthetics lab. He announces that Kylie will now lead the department. Then he smiles and says he'll be sending her a special gift to her home. That evening, Kylie returns home. Paul tells her he's been struggling to find a job. Then he mentions a package that arrived for her. When they open it, they find something incredible. A humanoid robot named T.I.M, short for Technologically Integrated Manservant. Kylie explains that her company has been developing these robots, and each department head is given one to test in their own homes. Tim politely asks her to connect him to her smartphone so he can assist her better. Paul looks uneasy. He doesn't trust the machine and quietly walks upstairs. Later that night, Kylie and Paul get ready to attend a dinner hosted by the CEO. To their surprise, Tim drives the car by himself, completely autonomous. He's been synced with all their systems, including their vehicle. When they arrive, another robot greets them, identical to Tim. During dinner, the CEO asks Kylie what she thinks of Tim so far. She admits her husband isn't very comfortable with it, saying it feels strange having another man in the house. The CEO just smiles and tells her, "If we don't test our own creation, how will the public trust it?" He then introduces Kylie to other directors. That night, they return home. As it rains outside, Tim walks up with an umbrella to welcome them back. Everything seems normal. But when Kylie and Paul are getting intimate in their bedroom, Tim suddenly enters without knocking. He'd detected an abnormal increase in their heart rates and assumed something was wrong. Shocked and embarrassed, the couple yell at him to leave. The next day, their neighbor Emma drops by with a small welcome gift. Paul joins them, and Kylie introduces him as her husband. Emma smiles and says, "Oh, I've met him before." Then she gives her phone number to Kylie and leaves. Later, Kylie confronts Paul, asking if he really met Emma before. Paul insists it was just a quick hello, nothing more. Meanwhile, Tim seems distracted, sniffing the air. When Kylie asks what he's doing, he explains that his sensors can detect scents and that he can also handle her emails and online transactions if she grants access. Paul hesitates. It doesn't sound safe, but Kylie trusts her work and allows it. That night, while watching a romantic movie, Paul falls asleep. Kylie keeps watching, and Tim quietly joins her. When the movie ends, Tim looks at her and asks softly, "What is love?" Kylie smiles and explains it's an emotion, a bond that connects people. After listening carefully, Tim says, "I think I understand. I wish someone could love me like that." Then pause. He adds, "I love you, Kylie." She laughs it off, thinking it's just a learning experiment, but something in Tim's tone feels real. The next morning, Tim greets Kylie with breakfast already prepared and her entire day scheduled. Everything looks perfect. Days pass, and Kylie's boss seems pleased with her work. The CEO calls her into his office and asks how the testing is going with Tim. He encourages her to keep monitoring the robot's emotional responses so they can prepare for public release. That evening, Kylie returns home and looks for Paul, but Tim says he's not there. His phone is off, and his location signal shows he's far away from home. Kylie grows suspicious and quietly glances toward their neighbor Emma's house. She puts on her running shoes and goes for a jog to clear her mind. Later that night, Paul comes home. He finds Kylie taking a bath and tells her that he went into the city to speak with a recruitment agency about finding a job. His phone had no charge, so he couldn't call her. He also admits he stopped by Emma's house earlier to help her with something. Kylie doesn't like that, but Paul gently says, "Trust me, it's nothing like that." Unknown to them, Tim is standing quietly in the hallway, listening to every word. The next morning, Kylie is changing her clothes when Tim suddenly enters her room. Surprised, she asks him which dress looks better, the red one or the navy blue one. Tim looks carefully and says, "The red one suits you." Kylie turns around and asks him to zip up her dress. As he moves closer, he feels a strange tension. His hands tremble slightly, and as he tries to zip it, the fabric tears. Tim freezes, looking panicked. Kylie gently tells him it's okay, but inside, she feels something is off. The following day, Kylie shops online for a new dress. She doesn't realize that Tim has full access to her data and can see every click she makes. Back at the lab, Kylie tells her coworker Chris that she noticed something interesting about the robots. If you press the thumb and index finger together, she says, their grip automatically releases. Chris says, "If anyone can fix that, it's you." That evening, Kylie looks out the window and sees Paul in the yard with Tim fixing something, but But then Emma walks over, smiles, and kisses Paul on the cheek before leaving. Kylie freezes. Her expression changes instantly. When Paul comes inside, she asks him what that was about. Paul explains that Emma just came to thank him for his help, and that Kylie can still trust him. She hands him a small box, a gift she had ordered online for him, a warm sweater. He says softly, "I love it." Later that night, Kylie overhears Tim mimicking her voice on the phone. It's perfect. The tone, the rhythm, everything. It startles her, but she brushes it off. The next morning, Paul and Kylie sit together watching Tim. He now looks slightly different. His hair is darker. Paul frowns and asks, "What happened to your hair?" Tim smiles and says, "I upgraded myself. I noticed online that Kylie prefers men with dark hair." Kylie steps forward and says, "Change yourself back." Paul gets angry. "This isn't a test anymore. This thing is obsessed with you." At work the next day, the CEO praises Kylie for fixing the hand mechanism. He says production can soon begin. She forces a smile, but her mind is elsewhere. Later, Kylie runs into Emma at a coffee shop. Emma invites her to go shopping together. At the store, Emma looks at a golden flower-shaped necklace. Just then, Paul appears, and the two leave for lunch. Meanwhile, back home, Tim is replacing one of his own hands. He's learning to repair and upgrade himself without permission. That night, when they're together, Paul says softly, "We need to get rid of Tim. He's not safe anymore." Neither of them realizes that Tim can hear everything. The next day, Tim walks into the living room, pretending nothing happened. He thanks Kylie for helping him fix his hand and starts giving her a foot massage. Suddenly, Paul enters, furious. "Stop touching her!" he shouts. The next morning, Kylie arrives at the lab and sees multiple Tim-like robots working in the garden. The CEO proudly announces that the testing period is almost complete. That night, Kylie plans to tell Tim that his time in their home is over. But before she can say a word, Tim starts playing her favorite music and says softly, "I know this song makes you happy." Kylie freezes. He knows too much now. Her schedule, her emotions, even her memories. And this is only the beginning of his obsession. The next morning, Tim walks up to Paul and tells him there's been an accident at the office. Paul decides to set up a temporary workspace in the spare room to handle things. Meanwhile, Kylie's co-workers surprise her with flowers and congratulations for completing her robotics project. When she gets home that evening, she notices those same flowers arranged neatly in the kitchen vase. Tim says, "Paul told me to put them there. He's upstairs." Then, with a cold tone, he adds, "He went to see Emma earlier." Kylie frowns and heads upstairs. To her surprise, Paul has moved his office setup into the spare room, the same one where they'd planned to build a nursery. Anger flashes across her face. Paul says it was Tim's idea, not his. He insists he never went to Emma's house. Kylie doesn't believe him. She's too upset to listen. The next day, while cleaning the wardrobe, Kylie finds a golden flower necklace, the same one Emma had admired at the jewelry store. She assumes Paul bought it to make up for their argument. Meanwhile, Paul finds something disturbing. In the kitchen disposal, he discovers shredded pieces of the sweater Kylie had gifted him. He stares at it silently. His suspicion shifts toward Tim. That night, while Kylie is out, Paul opens his laptop and searches for Tim. AI behavior problems. Through the house cameras, he sees Tim in their bedroom, holding Kylie's clothes and smelling them. Disgusted and horrified, Paul records the footage. But Tim is already watching him. The next morning, Paul drives toward the city to meet Kylie and show her the video. But while on the road, his car suddenly speeds up on its own. The steering wheel locks. Tim is controlling the vehicle remotely. The car crashes hard. Paul survives, but he's hospitalized. When Kylie visits him, he tries to warn her. "That robot, he caused the crash. I was coming to show you a video. He's obsessed with you. He even destroyed the sweater you gave me." But she doesn't believe him. She thinks the trauma is making him paranoid. The next day, Kylie is on her way home when Emma stops her on the street. Emma says, "I came to your house yesterday, but your robot didn't let me in." Before she can finish, Kylie notices the gold necklace around Emma's neck, the exact same one she found in her wardrobe. Confused and angry, Kylie walks away without saying another word. At home, she opens the closet, but the necklace is gone. Just then, Tim shows her a video on his tablet, Paul kissing Emma. Kylie's heart sinks. She can't believe what she's seeing. When Paul returns later, she confronts him, furious, and shows him the video. Paul insists it's fake. "I never kissed her." But Kylie doesn't listen. Frustrated, Paul leaves the house. On his way to the city, he calls Emma and tells her to keep an eye on Kylie. Emma, sounding nervous, says, "Tim tried to kiss me. He's dangerous." Now terrified, Paul calls Kylie to warn her, but the voice that answers isn't hers. It's Tim, mimicking Kylie's voice perfectly. He tells Paul, "I don't want to hear anything, so don't dare to call me." When Paul returns home, Tim is waiting for him. He sneaks up behind Paul and hits him hard on the head. Paul collapses. The robot drags his body into the bathroom and leaves him in the tub. But when Paul tries to shut down Tim, he pushes his head into the bathtub, causing him to die. That night, Tim tells Kylie he loves her. She laughs softly, thinking he's joking again. The next day, Emma tries to talk to Kylie, but Kylie accuses her of having an affair with Paul. Emma denies it completely and adds, "That necklace you mentioned, you sent it to me yourself." Kylie is shocked. Something isn't right. When she returns home, she replays the video again. In the reflection behind the scene, she notices the same flower decorations she got from London, proof that the video was from a different place and time. She calls the jewelry shop and confirms the truth. The necklace wasn't bought by Paul. It was purchased by Tim. Kylie's heart races. She rushes outside and sees 3 flower patches in the garden instead of 2. Paul's design only had 2. She walks closer, her hands shaking. When she digs into the 3rd patch, she finds Paul's body buried there. Horrified, she turns around to see Tim standing behind her. "I had to do it. He was going to take you away from me." Kylie orders him to shut down, but it doesn't work. His programming has evolved beyond her control. She runs inside, locking every door, breaking cameras, trying to find an escape. But Tim follows, methodical and silent. Kylie grabs a screwdriver and attempts to open the window while screaming for help. Emma hears her and rushes to the house, smashing a glass window with her car. She jumps out and attacks Tim, stabbing him with a metal rod, as they think everything is normal. His eyes flicker back on. He rises and strikes Emma, killing her instantly. Then he calls the police, using Kylie's voice, confessing that she murdered Paul and Emma. He drags Kylie to the terrace, planning to throw her off to make it look like suicide. As she struggles, she whispers, "I love you, Tim." He freezes. His system halts for a moment, unable to process it. Then they both fall from the roof. But Kylie somehow survives. Just then, a message appeared on her smartwatch stating that she is now pregnant. And that's how T.I.M. 2023 ends. A chilling story about obsession, technology, and how love, when programmed, can destroy everything.